just give us, we kind of knew this was the case, didn't we, already? But just to give us some stats about how bad it actually is.
Hi there, good morning. Well, yes, as you were saying there, the number of people waiting for routine hospital treatment has risen to record levels of 7 million people for August. And I think what's particularly concerning is last month it was record levels. It was 6.8 million people in June. So I think what's concerning here is part of a trend that we could see going into the winter period is each month seeing potentially record levels. But let's just unpick them a bit. So in terms of how long people are waiting for, more than 387,000 people were waiting more than 52 weeks in England for routine hospital treatment. But I think what's even more concerning is there are more than 2,500 people who have been waiting more than 2 years for routine hospital treatment. Now, the good news is that is down slightly from what it has been previously, but the government and NHS England had very much set out targets to reduce people and try and commit against people waiting more than 2 years for routine hospital treatment. But there's also many other alarming statistics that have come out today. We've also got statistics on the number of people who've been waiting in A&E before they're actually admitted, and there's record numbers again in this regard. There's been 32,000 people and 776 who waited more than 12 hours before they were finally admitted into A&E. And we're seeing similar concerns about also ambulance waiting times as well, with some people, for example, who've suffered something as serious as a stroke, potentially waiting up to 48 minutes. And that would be the average waiting time that we've seen of people waiting for ambulances with the statistics that have come out today.
Also, Alice, on the question of blood, there's been a surge in the number of people trying to donate blood after the NHS declared an amber alert for the first time as blood supplies dropped to dramatically low levels. Is it busy where you are?
Well, it's quite quiet at the moment. This is very much a local hospital, but I think behind the scenes we're going to be seeing some quite alarming concerns, I suppose, as we get into the winter period, particularly, as you say, that in regards to blood shortages, because we've got this amber alert that the NHS for the first time declared yesterday because blood supplies had become so low. And we know that there's a possibility that routine hospital appointments that are not urgent, where blood transfusions might be necessary, could be cancelled. Now, the worry is the impact that could have on these hospital waiting times as we go into the winter period. Now, the government have said that they're doing all they can to reduce long hospital waits. They've said it could be until spring 2024 before these long waiting lists are brought under control. And as we're saying this, we're in October. It's quite mild at the moment. I think the worry is that things could get even worse as we get into the colder months.